All right, so we're starting off on the actual event edit page. We have some things kind of pre-configured here, but it really is just a test event. And we're gonna go down to additional options, and we're gonna scroll all the way down to where it says add competition fields. Now you may have competition fields already. If so, we're just adding an additional field. And we have both select and multi-select. And so the difference between the two is that with select, participants will select one answer from a list of options, whereas with multi-select, participants will select at least one answer. So think like check marks, right? For multi-select, they'll be able to check as many as they need to, whereas with select, it's only one option. It's more of a select box, right? And so we're going to make sure that, we're gonna name it. So let's just say t-shirt. We can add a description if we want, maybe saying that, a certain date, right? That basically t-shirts will not be able to be guaranteed by. And then we're gonna add options, right? So we can have small, might have an extra small in there, medium, large, and then maybe you have, extra small, right? And if you have extra small and you're like, oh wow, I want to reorder this, you would click these arrows here. So it would just kind of pop up the list there. So you have extra small, small, medium, large, and we'll do extra large. And then these will be the options that they can choose from, and they will be limited to those options. Now when you select an answer option, obviously you can say that it's required to answer this, or you can say it's optional, or you can say required before event starts. If you say required before event starts, they will not get their heat time unless it is answered. If you say optional, they don't have to answer this, obviously. And with optional, they're actually presented with a default field, which is none. Whereas if it's required or required at any point, then they actually will not, they'll have to answer something. So it'll actually have to be answered. And it'll only have these options as opposed to a default option saying none, right? Is the answer updatable? We can say yes, and then we can actually provide a certain date, right? So we can actually say it's only optional, or it's only updatable until 2:30 this Saturday. You can charge for the option, right? So if you say optional and then you say yes and they select one, you can actually charge them for a particular shirt. And then you can actually say if this is per team or per individual. For something like a t-shirt, it's obviously going to be individual because everybody is going to be answering it separately. It's not going to be one t-shirt per team. And you click done. That t-shirt is added. Now, if we were to actually have a user log into this, let's just go ahead, log into a user account real quick. We can go to events, we can see this test event, we can go to join it, we can confirm a division, and then the actual t-shirt, as we saw, it was optional, so we have select one as the default option, although we can go ahead and we can select an actual t-shirt. So once we're in, we got it. If they need to edit that, they can do so from the event page, fields, t-shirt, large. They say they need an extra large instead, they can go ahead and update that as well. Now come this Saturday, they will no longer be able to update that value.